So we saw Akrura taking Krishna and Balaram with him to Mathura. He just left Vrindavan, and we saw the cry of separation from the gopis calling out Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Akrura also, as we saw, is a very wonderful devotee, completely surrendered to Bhagavan. And so he was taking Krishna and Balaram in his chariot, and they left Vrindavan and they went towards Mathura. And while on the way, noon time came, and it is said that Akrura wanted to stop to offer his high noon prayers. So he stopped, and Krishna and Balaram also got down, and then they washed themselves as well, and then they went and sat down in the chariot. And then Akrura goes into the water to offer Gayatri mantra. It says here, Nimajya tasmin salile japan brahma sanatanam taveva dadrisho akruro Ramakrishnau samanvitau. So he goes into the water to Yamuna, dips inside the water in order to take a dip and then chant the Gayatri mantra as part of his Sandhya Vandanam. But when he does that, to his great surprise, inside the water he says Ramakrishna. It says here Ramakrishnau samanvitau. That is, Balaram and Krishna are both seen inside the water. So he sees them for a moment inside the water, and he is wondering how is this possible. He just left them in the chariot and came. So he gets out of the water and he sees there back in the chariot Krishna and Balaram sitting there talking among themselves. So he thinks it is just some vision he had. Then he goes again into the water, and now he has the most glorious vision of Krishna and Balaram changing into Adisesha and Mahavishnu. So he sees this most glorious vision of 1,000-headed serpent as Adisesha. Say Sahasra Shirasam Devam Sahasra Phanamaulinam. So the 1,000-headed serpent, which is Adisesha, Balaram changes into that while wearing his blue silk on him, Neelambaram. And then on the coils of the beautiful Adisesha is Krishna now appearing as Mahavishnu in his yellow silk. And he is looking so beautiful with great smile. It says Charu Prasanna Charu Hasa Nirikshanam. So he is having the smile on his face, and he is with all the opulences. So the little boy Krishna, the young boy, and the young Balaram, who he saw just now in the chariot, he goes in the water and he is given this divine vision of the most opulent Adisesha, and on the coils of Adisesha reclining Krishna as Mahavishnu, and he has got Lakshmi at his feet. He's got all the various sages, the four Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, Narada, and so many wonderful devotees are surrounding him. All opulences are around him. Brahma is offering worship. He is wearing the Kaustuba gem. He is wearing a Vanamala, a forest flower garland. So he is giving the full vision of Narayana as Mahavishnu reclining on the coil of Adisesha. And seeing this, he is completely speechless. He is given a very clear vision. He always had such devotion to Krishna and Balaram, and now for his devotion he is rewarded with this most opulent vision. The most amazing thing to notice also is that Akrura, coming from Mathura, because his devotion is in the mood of Aishwarya Bhava, he is given this vision of Mahavishnu with Adisesha. Whereas the devotion in Vrindavan of the friends of the parents Nanda and Yashoda and of the Gopi consorts is such an intimate mood that for them such opulence was never revealed, because they saw Krishna only as their friend or as their own son or as their lover. So for them, Krishna interacted in the sweetest possible way, revealing his sweetness in the most approachable form. Whereas Akrura is in the mood of Vandana, as we saw. His mood is one of Aishwarya Bhava, seeing the Lord as the most opulent, and therefore he was given. So that is why it is said in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, whoever approaches me in whatever way, I bless them accordingly. So Akrura, because he worships with such grand opulence, seeing Krishna as the Supreme Lord, he is given this vision. And Akrura offers a very beautiful prayer. He says, Natosmi aham tva akila hetu hetum narayanam purusham adyam avyayam. He says, Akila hetu hetum. You are the cause of all causes. You are Narayana. You are the original being. Then he says very beautifully, everyone tries to only realize you, and you are here revealing yourself out of your costless mercy. All the yogis who engage in any form of meditation are only endeavoring to realize you. He says, Tvam yogino yajanti yadha mahapurusham ishwaram sa adhyatmam sa adibhutam cha sa adidaivam cha sadavaha. All the yogis, they endeavor with all kinds of yogic practices only to realize you. And all the jnanis also endeavor to realize you again. He says, Eke tva akila karmani sanyase apashamam gataha jnanino jnana yajnena yajanti jnana vigraham. So those who are jnanis, who inquire, who look within, they endeavor to realize you. Those who are yogis, they endeavor to realize you. Those who are bhaktas, they endeavor to realize you. And then you alone appear in all forms. He very beautifully harmonizes by recognizing also Shiva as Krishna. He says, Tvameva anye Shiva uktena margena Shiva rupinam. Very beautifully he says, those who worship Shiva, they are also worshipping the same one being. So as we know, in the very first verse of Bhagavatam, it is said that source from which everything rises, Janmadhyasya yataha anvayadi itaratasya artheshu abhignya swarat. That is the nature of the Supreme Being. Abhignya meaning pure consciousness, and Janmadhyasya yataha means from whom creation, sustenance and dissolution all happen. So Shiva, representing the energy of dissolution, is also non-different from the same one Supreme Being. So here beautifully Akrura says, Tvameva anye Shiva uktena margena Shiva rupinam. So those who worship Shiva worship you. Those who worship Narayana worship you. Those who worship any form worship you. Then he says, therefore, whoever worship any devata, he says, Sarva eva yajanti Tvam sarva devam eva aishwaram ye api anande eva bhaktaha yadyapi anadyaha prabho. He says, whichever form they worship, whichever form in which they approach, they are approaching only the one Supreme Being. So this is exactly as Krishna says in the Gita as well. Whoever approaches the Supreme in whichever form, I reciprocate to them in the same way as they approach me. So whichever form one takes, one has to recognize that one is approaching only the one Supreme Being. There is a beautiful verse symbolizing this too. It says, Akashat patitam toyam yata sagaram gacchati sarvadeva namaskaram keshavam pratigacchati. It says, just as water falling from the sky, Akashat patitam toyam, Sagaram pratigachati. It can go in different ways. It can directly fall in the ocean. It can fall in the mountains and become part of rivers and then flow towards the ocean. It can fall in small ditches and then those ditches can drain into rivers and then they go into the ocean. Whichever way they reach the ocean, the water from the sky. Similarly, it says, Sarvadeva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigachati. It all goes to the one Supreme Being. So, the important recognition given by Bhagavatam here and given by Gita is that there is only one God, one Supreme Being. He can have many names, many forms, but there is only one Supreme Being, and He alone is the source, sustenance, and the destination of all. From Him everything comes, in Him everything resides, and into Him everything subsides. So then Akrura beautifully recounts all the various avatars that Bhagavan has taken. Here again, every once in a while in Bhagavatam, we see all the avatars listed. So here also he lists through prayers. We'll read these prayers, just listing all the avatars. He says, Namah Karana Matsyaya Pralaya Abdicharaya cha. So as Matsya, he came during Pralaya. Hayarshir Shena Namastubhyam Madhu Kaitaba Mrityave. He also killed the demons Madhu and Kaitaba. Akapuraya Akuparaya Brihate Namo Mandaradharine. So he came as the tortoise Kurma and handled the mountain Mandara. Kshiti Uddhara Viharaya Nama Sukaramurtaye. Then he came as Varaha to carry the whole of earth. Namaste Adbhuta Simhaya Sadhuloka Bhayapaha. Adbhuta Simhaya is Narasimha, who came to relieve the distress of sadhus who were harassed by Hiranyakashipu and especially protect Prahalada. Vamanaya Namastubhyam Kranta Tribhuvanaya cha. As Vamana you came and you measured all the three worlds, Tribhuvana. Namo Bhrigunam Pataye Dripta Kshatra Manaschide. So you came as Parashurama in the Bhrigu Vamsha and eliminated all the fallen Kshatriyas. Namaste Raghuvaryaya Ravana Antakaraya cha. Then you came as Raghuvara, as Sri Rama, and ended the terror of Ravana. Namaste Vasudevaya Namasankarshanaya cha Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Satvatam Pataye Namaha. Then now you have appeared as Krishna along with Sankarshana Balaram and Pradyumna and Aniruddha yet to come as son and grandson. Then Namo Buddhaya Shuddhaya Daitya Danava Mohine. Then you are to appear as Buddha. Necha Praya Kshatrahantre Namaste Kalki Ropine. And then you appear as Kalki. So in this way, he glorifies all the avatars of Bhagavan. And then he says, concluding his prayers, Namo Vijnana Matraya Sarva Pratyaya Hetave Purushesha Pradhanaya Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye. He says, you are pure Vijnana, which means pure consciousness, pure awareness. The Mahavakya also says, Prajnanam Brahma. So pure awareness is Brahman. And that pure awareness alone is Bhagavan. So he says, Namo Vijnana Matraya Sarva Pratyaya Hetave, cause of all causes, Purushesha Pradhanaya Brahmane Ananta Shakti, and from you come about infinite powers. Namaste Vasudevaya Sarva Bhuta Kshayaya cha Rishikesha Namastubhyam Prapannam Pahimam Prabho. So he concludes his prayers by saying, O Vasudeva, you've been so merciful. You revealed yourself to me fully. Last night when I came, you, out of your costless mercy, served me by massaging my feet, by serving me dinner, by taking care of me. And then you come along with me, given your association to me by being with me, coming along with me. And now you have, to top it all, revealed this most opulent darshan as Mahavishnu resting on the coils of Adisesha, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Bhagavan. So, in this way, Akrura, being revealed of the supreme vision, offers his prayers, goes back to the chariot, and Krishna and Balaram smile at him as if nothing has happened, and he offers his prayers, and then he gets on the chariot, and now they march to Mathura. And they reach Mathura by evening time, and they are now going to rest outside Mathura that day, and the next day the real Leela of Mathura begins.